So with attraction, we have internal, external, digital. Internal is organic, promotions, and events. Organic, that's the one that falls in your lap. You're table side, you're adjusting somebody, and you're saying, I'm trying to get my wife in here. She gets migraine headaches. Here's a $21 card, gets her the exam and x-rays. If she doesn't want to have care, that's totally fine, but I think everybody should be checked for subluxation. Yes?
Or the person that comes in with, that watch them get adjusted, and then they...
And says, yes. So that's organic, right? It's literally...
Also educate in that moment.
Nobody comes into my office as a guest and doesn't learn about straight from the front, curves from the side, misalignment, subluxation, interferes with the nerves, causes headaches, neck pain, back pain, sciatica, also interferes with the nerves of the organs. I literally have like this 30-second elevator pitch. I'll say that every single time somebody comes in with, so if I'm adjusting you and you're the guest, I won't even adjust you until I'm done telling you that. I'll literally start with that. Hey, have you ever been to a chiropractor before? You probably, if you say yes, I say, you probably already know this. But from the front, your spine should be, I literally say the same thing. It doesn't matter. Yes or no, it doesn't matter. I still tell you the same exact thing, right? And that's the person that literally will be like, I should be checked. And they'll walk up to the front and they'll say, can I get a, yep, so exactly. So that's the organic one, the one that falls in your lap. You really didn't have to do a lot of work for that particular person, but you might have done the work before that to help somebody else understand it, right? So organic is the one that's the easiest to get. And your conversion rates, by the way, on internal are better than anything else, right? When they're referred to you, they're the highest conversion rates. So they're already a believer, half in on the believer stage. They're not only a seeker, but now they're the believer. They says, I already believe that you can help me because you helped this person over here that I know they're the ones that sent me in. Right? So that's organic. Promotions would be different things that you do throughout the year that help you attract new patients. So does anybody do any particular promotions on an annual basis? So, yes, what do you do, Mary?
I go to same health fairs like Christmas time.
So that would be external. Oh, okay. So this is so we're gonna come to that. Okay, but
Patient Appreciation Day.
Thank you. Patient Appreciation Day. So you'll have a little patient party, right? Well, we do patient appreciation days 4 times a year. Well, twice a year is the Patient Appreciation Day, but we have these other events that kind of are also on that promotional portion of it. We do not get very many new patients from our Patient Appreciation Days. That's more just we make smoothies, we have whatever, right? It's kind of just a fun time and just to appreciate our patients. What we do, though, is that we have different new patient offers, and we have 2 main ones every year. We have $4 for the 4th, and then we have Christmas on Us. And all we do is make these silly little business cards. It says, new patient offer, $4 for the 4th, details on the back, and it tells them the consultation, exam, x-rays, and a follow-up visit for $4. Again, I don't care about the $4. I want to change that person's life, right? So the $4 is the ticket to walk through my doorway. It lowers the barrier, and now we have more people that walk through our doorway. The second one that we do is Christmas on Us. So we have Project Just Because, and this is usually a postcard size, but we didn't have any, so I had Jenna, one of my staff members, just print it out on paper for you. But basically, it's Project Just Because is a local charity. We put a Christmas tree up, we put some hearts on it. You can take the heart and then get that gift for the child. But the backside of that card is now Christmas on Us. Christmas on Us is a new patient offer that's no charge. Stephanie, I just tell Stephanie, listen, our goal is to get at least 15 new patients in a month of December. It's your job to do it, and she just takes over. Basically, she takes over. And then how many new patients did we get from Christmas on Us this year? 22 new patients in the month of December, just by literally Stephanie saying, Project Just Because, Christmas on Us, send anybody in that you want. The consultation, exam, x-rays is all on us. We're trying, and you always want to have purpose behind it, because our goal is to make sure that we have the healthiest community around. Because our goal, whatever it happens to be. And literally, I'm so grateful that I have an amazing staff, because table side, I used to have to give all these out. The problem is that when you're busy, you can't. It's like, okay, I'm going to tell 3 people because there's not very many here. And now all of a sudden there's a bunch of people here and I don't tell anybody. And I never know who I told now, right? So these are the things that you can do that are promotions. Then the last one are the events. So that would be the Patient Appreciation Days. What are some of the other events? Oh, we have an event we call Wellness Night Out. But there's all kinds of events that you can do, right, for your office.
What's wellness night out?
Wellness night out. So one Friday night in October, we contact as many of the local health and wellness people in the area. They come in here and they set up spaces. We move all the tables out, all the chairs out, and they set up spaces. So in this room, we might have an acupuncturist and massage therapy. Over there, we might have a gym. Over there, we might have a nutritionist. Over here, red light therapy. So many of them that I can't even name. We'll have anywhere between 12 and 15 vendors. We charge the vendors $50 a piece to be here. That pays for the food. So basically it just offsets the food that we're gonna bring in. We bring in food, and so wellness night out, and then we invite our patients. We tell them that to bring their guests, their friends, as many as they want to, and then all the vendors have to send it out to theirs. So this place literally is packed for 3 hours.
Will you put me on the list? I'm coming.
So it's actually a great event, and it's well worth it for us, because then our patients, their guests will schedule appointments, but also the vendors' guests will schedule appointments for the chiropractic side of things. And so it's an internal event, but it's well organized. Stephanie and Sue, there's a few different people that have different roles, but Stephanie does a ton of it. And it is there's some work behind that one, right? The first time we did it, it was kind of crazy, because I think we had like 18 vendors in here, and we probably had, I think, about 100 people in here. So there was, 18 vendors, sometimes more than a couple people. Probably had like 125 or 130 people in here for 3 hours. So it was a madhouse, but it was an awesome event, and so we kept doing it. So, yes.
Do you limit, like, people who come in? Like, do you sell out? Or do you?
We never have. But I will say, at 125 people in here, it took you 10 minutes to get from that end of the route to that end of the room. Now we're
So we lowered the amount of vendors, we have more room now.
Yes, yes.
I would say the last couple of years, it's been closer to like 75 people. So
Yes, between the vendors, my staff, and the 75, it was close to 100, but it was a little bit more manageable, and people could move around.
Do you do screenings for yourself?
So we do. So we do screenings. So I literally put 2 scales and a thing up front, right? That's our booth, right? And then Softwave has a booth, so we have that. So we're scheduling for both, and then all the other vendors do the same exact thing. All the services, not all of them, almost all the services are free. So in other words, you can try acupuncture, you can have massage, chair massage. The red light, she doesn't bring that. But basically, everything is free that night for them to come in and try.
We had myofascial stretching.
Myofascial stretching.
Lymphatic, the leg things.
Yeah. So we just basically invite. So here's the thing, though, you guys. So now so the vendors themselves, when the vendors come in, some of them will become patients. Some of their friends will become patients. Some of their guests will become patients, right? That's why we do that event. But there's different events that you can do, including workshops and different things like that, right? So for me, this right here is a big one, because we want a lot of our new patients to come from internal referrals, because again, that is the highest conversion rate. They're already stepping into your practice. They're a seeker, and they're basically 1 foot already in versus 1 foot, the skeptic, right?
I'd like to add one more thing about Wellness Night. I think it does go back to our mission of Lifetime Family Wellness, because there's so many vendors here that we vet every single one of them coming in to make sure that they're thinking the same way we do, they share the same values as us. So whether it be a wellness spa that people will go to, or acupuncture, it's all leading to lifetime wellness.
Yes.
And education of like different ways to stay well.
Yes. And like I said, some of those vendors have become patients. So we do take care of the acupuncturist. He has sent in staff members and other people into our office over the years because of that connection.